Hi boys and girls, Miss Cooper here. I'm going to teach you how to make this origami rose. Morning Glory is the name of this flower. The reason I chose this project is because Mother's Day is around the corner, and you can always make little bouquets of this and give your mom some flowers made by you. So remember, a bouquet is many flowers. Okay, it's like a flower arrangement. Let's get started. You're going to need a white piece of paper. For this one, I cut a smaller piece of paper and used it as used a construction paper. Remember that you need a perfect square for origami. That is why we always start with our origami fold. All right, let's get started. So I'm going to fold this one in half so that the edges touch over here. You make a crease, and then you need to cut this piece off. So let's cut this piece off. All right, now you have your square. This is your first fold and crease that you actually need. You need to make this X. To make this X, you need to open up this triangle, and you need to bring this side over to this one. And that would make the X that you need in the middle. Make sure that you don't do a bad job like I just did. Folding, it makes a big difference at the end when the flower is finished. Okay, so now when I open it back up, I have the X that I was looking for, as you see here on the red paper. All right, now I need to make this cross look, okay? So this cross look, I have to add it to my paper. How do I do that? Well, now I'm going to take the top corners and I'm going to bring them down by folding it in half to touch the bottom corners and press down to make my crease. There it is. Then I open it up and do the same thing, but by bringing it this way. Touching the corners. Now I have all those creases in the middle, so it should look kind of like this, like a little spider web. All the creasings around it. Okay, now this is the only difficult fold, so you need to pay very close attention. You need to shape it like this, put it like a diamond, and then what you do is you try to make all the corners touch. You make this one, you come bring it to here, and you just pinch it right here. And then you want to bring this one in by helping it fold so that the paper kind of folds inside. See, like this. Okay? And you're going to do the same over here. Pinch it together and bring it in. You want to try to make a flat diamond. Okay? So just take your time while you work your paper in to make a diamond. See, you might have to pull these out and flatten it just a little bit. Okay? Always keeping the open part of your diamond up. The point that it has the center of your paper right here is at the bottom. Okay? That's the bottom. Okay, so now you should have little flaps like this, okay? You're going to take the top flaps and you're going to touch them here in the middle. Get it really close and tight, okay? There you go. And crease it down. Then flip it over and do the same over here. As close as possible and crease it down. Okay, remember the center of your paper always stays at the bottom. So now we have the opening up here. These are going to be your flower petals. You'll need some scissors. And when you have your scissors, you're just going to cut a little kind of like ice cream cone looking thing. And you're just gonna bring it up like this and make it like it has a cherry on top. And then cut it again. So it should look like this. Once you have this, all you have to do is open it up by holding it really tight. And then you start to open the petals. I would open the two side ones first and push these down as you go. Remember, you have to hold it really tight and start opening and flattening, opening and flattening, opening and flattening, so that the little cherries that we made on top, the little balls on the top of the ice cream cone, are on the edge. Now sometimes I like to put it down like this and kind of just help it flatten so it gets like a nice little shape. And then you turn it over and voila, you have your flower. From here, you can add some color to it. So I'm just going to grab the first colors I have on hand, and I'm going to color the little edges with some little stripes, give it some jazz, I like to call it. Jazz is like happy music, so I call the art that I put on my flowers a little bit of jazz. I have these little extra sides that came out due to my folds, and that's okay. Some of your flowers will be different than others depending on your cuts and your flowers, okay? And then you have to make a little center for your flower. I always draw little lines like this. You can also use multicolored. Be creative. I'd love to see your flowers. Okay, cap your markers. You don't want dry markers. They don't work that way. All right, and I am going to just go around quickly and add some squiggly dot lines and decorate my flower. Okay, in pink. Oh, I'm gonna have to stretch it a little bit so that it doesn't keep closing. Here's my pink, a little bit more pink. Oh, look, I have a double-sided marker. All right, cap this one, go to this one, give it some yellow. Love yellow. Ooh, these colors look great together. All right, now that we have our flower painted, you can take one of these skewers. It's like a little palito that you use for barbecuing. They're made of wood. And then you just easily put it down here underneath like this. Take a piece of tape or glue and glue it to it. And you have a flower for Mom for Mother's Day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I can't wait to see your very own flowers. Happy Mother's Day to all your mothers. Bye.